Hello students, welcome back to online learning. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. We are going to continue our chapter 2, that is more on MS Windows 7. So firstly we are going to discuss the Windows 7 taskbar. The taskbar is the thin strip that runs across the bottom of your screen. Means on the desktop where you can see the taskbar on the bottom of your screen. It is split into a number of different areas. Means taskbar is divided into a number of different areas like a round start button, quick search icons, a notification area and a clock. All other areas are the taskbar itself. So here you can see the image of taskbar as shown in the figure. So firstly we are going to discuss about the start button, the most important button of your desktop is called start button. So the most part of the taskbar is the start button. The start button is where a lot of action takes places in the Windows 7. The start button can be found in the bottom left corner of your screen. So here you can see the image of start button as shown in the figure. Click the start button once and start menu will appear. So here you can see the many options. It is split into two different areas. Means the start button is divided into two different areas. First is called white area and second is called dark area. So we are going to discuss about white area. The white area on the left is for software programs. Suppose if you want to access the software programs from your computer, then you will use white area that you have installed in your computer. Means whatever you have installed the programs in the computer, it will shown in the white area. But these are the programs you have recently used. If an entry has a black arrows, it means that documents can be opened by clicking the shortcuts. Suppose if you are working on the MS Word and if you want to open your recently worked file, so you will go on the Microsoft Word 2010. Here you can drag your mouse, so you can see the recently file used. Now dark area. The other area is the darker strip on the right. These are the shortcuts for locations on your computer. Suppose if you want to access your computer drive like C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, etc. So you can access from the dark area. Right side of the start menu is the shutdown button. Clicking this will shut down your computer. But click the arrow to the right of the shutdown button to see the following menu. So what are the menus? So switch user, log off, lock, restart and sleep. So there are 5 options in the menu. The first is useful if you share your computer with other and have set up multiple accounts. Click switch user to see other account names. A user can enter login details without the need to shut down the computer and start again. Suppose if you have created many accounts in your computer, so if you want to switch between the accounts, so you can use switch user option. The log off option logs you out of your account. Again, the computer doesn't shut down. Instead, you will see a screen where you or others can log back in again. So, by the log off option, you can log out from your account. The log option prevents others from using the computer until you enter your password again. Suppose if you are going sometimes, suppose if you don't want to use your computer for some times, then you can use lock option. Lock option prevents others from using the computer. The restart is self-explanatory. Okay, so restart is also called self-explanatory. Suppose if you want to restart your computer again, then we will click on restart button. The sleep option is useful if you are not going to use the computer for a while. It powers down the hardware and saving your energy. Suppose if you don't want to work for a while, then you can use sleep option. Notification area. The notification area formerly called the system tray. It is also called system tray. It is the area of the taskbar where you can view programs and tasks that are running in the background, as well as view important messages about updating your computer. So, in the notification area, you can see the running programs. Okay, so it will store the running programs in the background. In the given image, the notification area shows 4 icons. Okay, like sound icons and network icons, etc. Now suppose if you want to change your desktop backgrounds and wallpaper. So how can you change? Let's see. Windows 7 helps you easily change the image you see on your desktop. This is called the desktop background or desktop wallpaper. Following the given steps to change your desktop wallpaper. So firstly, right click by the mouse. So step first, click anywhere on the desktop with the right mouse button and you will see a menu appear. So you can see the many menus here. So step second, click on personalize with your left mouse button to see a window appear. Step third, select a theme from the available list. So right click the mouse, choose personalize option to change your desktop background and wallpapers. A theme sets not only your desktop background but also a screensaver, the colors of the windows, sounds and mouse pointers. Step fourth, to set background wallpaper, select desktop background from the bottom left. The default is called Harmony. So, when you click right by the mouse, then you will see the image like this. Here you can see the desktop background. To change the desktop background, the default desktop background is called Harmony. You can change the color of the windows. The default color is sky. You can change the sound of the window. The default sound is Windows default. And you can change the screensaver also. Okay, these are the color that you can change for the windows. Now next is toolbars in Windows 7. You can add toolbars to your taskbar areas. A toolbar is a list of shortcuts to favorite areas of your computer. What is toolbar? Is a list of shortcut to favorite areas of your computers. Right click on the taskbar, a menu will appear. Select toolbars and you can see the address links, tablet PC, input panel, desktop and new toolbar. So like this you can add the toolbar to your taskbar areas. So today we have discussed about chapter 2nd. Your chapter 2nd finished. So we will discuss about next chapter in the next class. Thank you.